Welcome back to Queensland Abandoned Mines. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon if you want to stay up to date with where we're at and get notified of all of our upcoming episodes. So if you're tuning in today, guys, you'll need to jump back a week because you're jumping into episode 2 of what will be a 3-part series that focuses around the Mount Shamrock abandoned gold mines. We hope you enjoy today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, what we are standing on here looks to just be level ground. It is not. What we're standing on, I'll show you, is the old waste rock pile from the drive, the adit they're about to go into. So the natural valley is somewhere down near that burnout log. All of this is waste rock that they've pulled out of the mine. I'm going to follow what I think would have been the old rail line. It's this like little spur line here. You saw more rubble pile just here. Oh. Check this out. So this has been bulldozed, but the portal's still open, so hopefully we can get in there. But there would have been old rail along here, and that would have assisted the miners to pull out the tons and tons of ore and dispose of it. I'd say in the 80s they hoisted all the good stuff up if they found any. So we've got a old vent pipe here. That's PVC, so that's obviously much more modern. Alright, what are we going to find in here? This looks promising. Now I'd say this is a tunnel, not a tunnel, sorry. I say it's not a tunnel because for it to be a tunnel it'd have to actually access the other side of the mountain. So the outside here is what they call the portal, and we're going into an adit. So judging by the size of this, whoa, it's some really nice cool air coming out of this one. I'd say, judging by the size of this, I can pretty much stand up in here. This is from more modern times. So I'd say this may have been a smaller drift level at one stage, and it's been opened up in the 80s. And I can't see the remnants of any rail line, but I've got a fair bit of ground fall in here, and there's a lot of bat droppings again, so I'd say I'm going to encounter some bats. Can't really see what they were mining yet. We're into like country rock here, just really hard limestone. I'm sure that will change as we get further into this drift level. And that looks like a rail tie. These all look like rail ties on the ground just here. So that's a bit of a giveaway that there was some line laid down here at one stage. Wow, this is cool. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Trying to keep the camera as steady as I can for you guys. This for us is like being in Wonderland. All these mines to explore. And again, I said it at the intro, hang on, we've got a junction here. This is all private property. You come out here and access this land, you're going to get yourself into some serious trouble. And I've already forementioned that we won't be giving away the property owner's contact details because it took us months to find these guys. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, I've got a winds. Now that looks like the Peter. Ah, shit! Oh my god. Sorry. Bat. That looks like the PVC water pipe that we were on top of the shaft. So I'd say that's not a winds, that's a shaft. Whoa. This is why you don't come exploring mines, guys. This is one of the most dangerous setups we've ever seen. This is as close as we're going to get. I've got a little bit of rail on the ground here. So the rail would have gone across here. But what that is a really rubbly collar that falls into what I can really only describe as a, holy smokes, a pit of doom. All right. So again, I've got my harness on, guys. I can see daylight up there, so I'd say that's the shaft we're up about an hour ago. I was going to extend my go pole out, but first I'm just going to tie off, just so I don't fall into this absolutely huge shaft. Give me a sec. All right. I can't see what you can see, guys, but that's as close as we're getting. Whoa. Wowee. Now look how nice and clean they've driven this shaft. That's what tells me it's from the 80s, as well as the equipment that's up top side. Wonder what's lying down there. We will never know. All right, I've got to get out of here. You've still got me on the radio? All right, there's a junction off to the right is that shaft that we were standing up on top of. So the attic keeps going down, so I'm going in for a bit. Okay, I'll see where it goes. If you're near the portal, you might lose me in a minute. So just keep checking in with me every maybe 30 seconds or so. Wowzers, this goes as far as my light can shine, and my light shines over 100 meters. Really, really pungent smell of ammonia. And no need to check. Yeah, I got you. No need to check my air meter because I've got amazing airflow in here. So what's happening is there's some hot air that's dropping down that huge stope, that huge glory hole. And it's just screaming out here. You might even pick it up on the camera. Now here is where the geology gets a little bit interesting. So, yeah, just let me get my breath back. Just where my light is just here, you can see that's the country rock. That's that hard limestone. Now just to the left of that, that's all altered material. I'm no geologist. That could be like altered andesite, diorite. This is all altered material here. So what the miners have done here is they've blasted in, they haven't mucked it. So what mucking it is just where my light is just there. They set charges in the face. They normally do this of the night before they pack up for the shift. They'd set the charges, light the charges, and they'd come in the next morning and muck it out. And then they'd send the mucked material, this stuff here, up to the assay office. And I showed you where the foundations of the assay office were. Now what they'd do is they'd find out what minerals, what concentration they had, and they'd see whether it was economically viable to keep blasting. And if they haven't mucked this, it may have been just when the mine closed, or it might not have been worth it. Like I said, we're not here for the gold. There's none left here anyway. We're here for the history. And so far to date, guys, at least the episodes that we can show you, we have been some mines with permission from landowners, but we did not have permission to film and broadcast. So this is one of the coolest ones we'll be able to share with you. And I just got to still check I got radio comms. Hello, you still got me?
Yeah, there's a funky smell.
Yeah, it's all the ammonia. So what's happening is all of the air's dropping down the glory hole, which I'm at again. It's even more intimidating here, and it's pushing out all the bat poo right into your face. All right, you're probably going to lose me here, okay? I might be gone for a little bit because there's a bit of an explore up ahead, I think. All right, wow. Wow. The GoPro makes everything look really small. This is a big room. And again, we're in all that altered material. We're not in that country rock. Check it out. So I've got a bit of a backfield explore off to the right. I've got another drift going off to the left. And again, hey, look at the size of that timber. Whoa. Oh. Now, it's not a bridge. A lot of you are probably looking at it think that's a bridge. That's a stall or stull, S-T-U-L-L. And I was talking about gases and low oxygens in mine working. Look at that. All right, now I think what I might be on as an overhang. So I'm just going to back up a bit. I can see another huge timber down there. Wow, look at that stope. That is like an underground city. That is so cool. And the echo in here is huge. So when the rock breathes, it takes a lot of oxygen. So if you're in a mine and it doesn't have good ventilation, you can get that real sulfur, that eggy smell. That normally means that those rocks are breathing in all that oxygen. Another reason for this huge timber, that's like thicker than a telegraph pole. That's huge. That stops that side of the shaft and this side of the shaft swelling. And that would also give the miners a bit of an indication if they were going to have a big collapse. You can see that side of the shaft is just all really hard limestone. All right, where are we going to go now? What I'll do, again, I'm very hesitant to get too close to the edge of this collar because I can't see if it's an overhang. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to rope up again and I'm going to just extend my go pole just so it's safe. I'll be back with you guys in just a sec. All right. Don't know what you guys can see down there. Wowee. That actually makes me feel, almost gives me vertigo being so close to it. And the GoPro is going to make it look like it's a tiny little cave. That is enormous. Now we've got the same thing going on, guys. Hang on a sec. We've got another drift that would link up to where I'm standing right now. So again, this is the same story as the upper level. I'd say we're on about the 250 foot level now, but this drift would have continued across that way and into that little pocket there. And they've found good values right where they put that timber chock, and they're bored straight down chasing it. Now look how well they've cleaned it out. All right, I was going to check in with my radio buddy, and I will be back. All right, now I've still got some fresh air coming at me now. I've got an old bottle. Some steel, and I've got another one of those huge timbers. What do we got here? There's 20 inscribed on it. Not to be refilled. That's a 4X. I don't think that's very old. All right, it's tight through here, guys. I've got another little pocket that just faces out, and I've got a raise. That might be a bit too steep to climb. All right, probably need to put the camera down, guys, and just record this on the helmet cam for a sec. And just go about this carefully because I don't know how well that timber up there is secured. Give me a sec. What have we got here? We've got daylight again. The size of these timbers. That's where I've just come from. Back at the glory hole again. Wow. I've got another little pocket in here. Oh, sorry, out of breath. Again, not getting too close to that collar. One slip and it's all over. All right, now this is going to be a bit of a mission getting down. I'll definitely need both hands. That will make a good thumbnail. All right, see you guys in a sec. We made it out. Whew, very dusty. All right, let's check out this other adit. Drives off to our left. All right, get down my hands and knees for this one, guys. Up backs again. All right, this isn't going to go anywhere. This is dog legging around. Back to the big stope. Whoa. That's a thumbnail, that's cool. Hey, check that out. Actually, my new little light. Bit too bright. Let's turn it down a bit. Right, so that's a really cool example of the contact zone. So to the right hand side there is hard country rock limestone, and then you got this altered material. That's altered millions of years ago, it could be 100 million years ago. And that's altered rock from the hydrothermal fluids that would have come up through here. So this would have been an old fault zone, and that is what they would have mined back in the day. They would have obviously bore through a lot of that hard rock to get to the deposited material. So I'd say they would have bored down this shaft, and every time they've hit these little pockets of this altered material, they would have chased that in towards where I'm sitting now. All right. Cool. All right, out to get some fresh air, guys. Let's go check out this big boiler. It's meant to be a huge monker. We'll do a bit of research. Try and find out if it is a loco boiler for you guys, and maybe post a bit of information at the end of this video if I can find any. From the top of the hill, it looks like it's about 6 feet high. That's awesome. So much to see here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. You've just watched part 2 of a 3-part series of Mount Shamrock Abandoned Gold Mines. If you want to stay in touch and make sure you don't miss the last one in this series, so you've just got to hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell icon, and then you'll be notified on your smartphone or tablet when our next episode airs, which will be 7 p.m. next Friday night. So in the last episode of this series, you'll see us go on the hunt for the huge locomotive boiler that lies on the east of this property. You'll also see us find the oldest gold mine that we know of, which is Kent's Knob from 1887. We find the processing plant, and the final thing before we sign off from Mount Shamrock is we find the old township and try and overlay that with the historic photo we've got. So I hope to see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in.